C-STEP's Safari model is one of the few from the Global South built to address the unique needs of a developing country like India, and has seen success in contributing to policy making in the country. But the real test of any model is how it inspires the next generation to use it, question it, and make it better. That's why we, the C-STEP team, were thrilled to bring Safari into the MSc program in Climate Change and Sustainability at Azim Premji University. Over 2 weeks, we taught, built scenarios, learned from each other, and even had a few special guest appearances. Overall, it was an incredible experience.
Policy is something that I wanted to look more closely at, and I didn't really understand how these policies came into being. So I knew there were think tanks, I knew there were policy advisory committees, but actually seeing people come in from these think tanks, from a think tank, and talk to us, especially during class hours, because if it was something optional, I may not have had the same kind of experience that I had. And then seeing this seep into our classroom learning and change the entire dynamic, and I've come from a science background, so everything was ecologically rooted for me in terms of why I want the change to occur. But seeing that there's a social aspect and the idea of just transformations and just transitions, and energy is a huge sector, and it's actually piqued my interest in the sector, and especially transport, looking at the interconnections between the sectors. I didn't initially realize that the sectors were interconnected, and then seeing one sector impact the outcomes of another sector, that's when I realized the true potential of a resource like this, because simulation is one of the best ways to get people to visualize and envision what the future could be if we keep continuing at the rate we're going, which is what people struggle with, because it seems like something far off and also not very clear and easy to visualize. So putting it down on a graph like this with actual values, I think that would really help drive policy change and policy intervention.
One more point that I'd like to add is this exercise and this course also helped me develop a more appreciation for the efforts that are actually being done. Because I think for somebody who's at the receiving end of all of the policies, you tend to sort of always criticize what's going on. But there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. That is something that I don't think we fully understood. I don't think I've still fully grasped it. But even just the macro view that we got from this exercise, the model, it really helps me appreciate the policies that we have in place more, and India is really doing a lot. There are a lot of efforts already already in place to sort of ensure that emissions will reduce. But at the global scale, although we're not the largest emitters, we still, our stance might be one thing, but at an internal level we are making a lot of efforts, and that is quite commendable. So I have much more appreciation for that. And I think we always just think about the ministry that does it, but there's so many other people doing it at the back end, like so much that goes on. I think it's very, it's very, I don't have a word to describe it, but it's very nice to think about.
Yeah, there's a big, trend, I'd say, how people criticize. They're always used to criticizing the government and finding fault and picking flaws, which is really important, because that also helps them be better and also hold them accountable. But then seeing that there are also these initiatives which are not highlighted and given much publicity, which I think it should be given more publicity, because then that creates this kind of optimistic environment where people can appreciate the kind of society that they live in, and that will also encourage the government to do more. Because if they're only faced with criticisms, then they're not going to be more forthcoming, and this could really help them. So
this model gave that idea a very tangible. We can work with the levers. We can understand how, if we are changing one thing in one sector, how it is affecting the other sector. So it was a very good exercise, and in that process we learned a lot of things. Like we tend to think very linearly, but this pushed us to think in a very systematic way, in a systems thinking way. So it was a really enriching experience. Yeah.
So for me, I would just say Safari was kind of like we had a sort of freedom to make our own scenarios and then understand what can happen in one way or the other way, because there are softwares and things which analyze the stuff and then give us information. But here I felt like that I'm the one who is creating the scenario and who is getting the results over there. So it was so fascinating for me to get the different variables, not just for particular sector, but also the things related to that sector. So it was kind of very good experience to learn such new things.
Okay, first I would like to thank C-Step for teaching us for a week, and they actually tried to do their max because we had so many queries regarding it. We had so many doubts, and they patiently listened to it. Next would be, this was my first time doing this modeling stuff, so yeah, I played around it way too many times, and it was very interesting to to see how one sector affects the other sector. As Guru said, that we think very linearly, but yeah, we need to have that bird eye view also. That's what the model is all about. So it was very fun doing it.
So for me, it was more kind of a policy brief thinking, that if I am going to make a policy, then I am thinking into a particular sector. So the Safari model helped me to know about how a single sector affect the other sector. You cannot just make a policy based on a single sector. You have to see other things also. So I am very thankful to C-Step and Safari model, so that it gave me some insights, so I can be a good policy maker in future.
This idea of using the model to connect it to something real world can be so powerful, and this is where it comes to the first day conversation. When I said, hey, are some of these really amazing models sitting inside a room so far away from how we could get it down? But I think through the journey that there is a possibility to think big and then also go down and make small changes is something we could see through the class presentations that we had with each other, right? So I think the case for Millet, how we can compare Millet with and make how we can scale down the model to just build trust of how you can make certain choices at a more localized governance level. Also, there's so much power here. Yeah. Like if you look at the power this has now, we not go to the biggest policy maker, but if we are able to find other influencers who like to take a more scientific approach to making changes within Bangalore itself, won't it be so powerful to show that?
I think from a point of view of understanding interdependence between sectors, this course and this experience of exploring it via a tool was extremely clear. I think the scenarios that we didn't really think of, because when you're looking at one sector, you're so focused on some things that you don't know the interdependence of some factors in another sector and how that really overall contributes to the emissions that every sector actually adds towards. So that was a very good learning for me.
And also the development goals were already inbuilt in the tool. So we didn't have to worry about that or compromise that while exploring a solution. So, and CLD we learned in class, and the next class we got to know about this tool. So the practical application of a causal loop diagram as a tool that can be explored to come up with scenarios to solve problems was a great learning.
C-Step team, we understood how to use that system design tool to capture so many parameters, so many factors, and what are the interdependencies among all the factors. It will help us to comprehend then a complex thing, and I would like to see or gain more knowledge for me using these kind of tools. And thanks to all the people of all the team of the C-Step team here.
I think this was using Safari and just also learning about the thought process that goes behind how you model different scenarios was a very good learning experience, because as somebody who's primarily worked on the qualitative side of things, but used data all the time to justify our research. Just understanding how some of the scenarios that we're looking at to talk about where we need to work in terms of, policy interventions from a social context was very, very useful. So I think I'm going to be taking this learning with me to my work moving forward, and hopefully getting my hands more dirty with more modeling and quantitative stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.